Hey guys, welcome to week 8 of reading. So I want to remind you what we're really thinking about until the end of school, and that is what makes a habitat a home. So the first week we thought about how it needs to be safe and they need to be able to find food. So we're going to fill in that third one up there on Wednesday since we don't have class on Thursday or Friday. Okay, so let's think about our target today. I can identify the central idea of a text. So what we are reading today, we're going to learn a lot about, is A Day and Night in the Desert by Caroline Arnold. So she wrote the book, she was the author, and she drew the picture, she is the illustrator. So what we're going to be thinking about is we'll be thinking a lot about the informational text. So our purpose for reading this book today is to learn. We can also have some fun, but our purpose is to learn. So we're going to learn about animals in the desert, okay? So we're going to think about a lot of text features. So we're going to be pointing them out. What are they called? Why is it there? Okay, and then we're going to be answering some questions along the way. At the end, we're going to think, what was this text all about? Okay, what was the author trying to tell us? Okay, here we go. So our book is called A Day and Night in the Desert. So it says up top, 6 a.m. So really early in the morning. So that's what time Miss Weedy used to get to school every day at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then you guys get to school at 7 o'clock, all right? Tap, 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 tap. It is an early spring morning in the Sonoran Desert. A woodpecker drills a hole in a saguaro. Ooh, interesting word. Saguaro cactus. The tall plant will be a good place to build a nest. On the ground below, a coyote looks for a shady place to rest. Right here. So right here is a text feature. You can't really see it very well, but it is a caption. A caption down here tells us about the cactus. And it says it can grow 40 to 60 feet tall, and it is the tallest kind of cactus in the United States. So this is one of our text features, is a caption. A jackrabbit spots the coyote and bounds away on long, strong legs. Why do you think the jackrabbit is running away from the coyote? Probably because he doesn't want to get eaten. Ooh, 9 a.m. So we went from 6 a.m. early in the morning to a little bit later, 9 a.m. A lizard warms its scaly body in the morning sun. Nearby, a hummingbird whirs its wings and sips nectar. Its long bill fits the flower perfectly. High on the rocky slopes, bighorn sheep nibble grass. So why do you think that the author is putting the time on every page? Why do you think the author is including the time? She wants you to know she wants you to know the time that she is describing whenever she is talking about our animals. So she wants the reader to know what time she is describing in the desert. Okay? A hungry Gila monster comes out of its burrow. It looks for nests containing eggs or small animals to eat. The Gila monster kills its prey with a venomous bite. And here's another text feature down here. It's a caption. It's really small writing. A Gila monster can live without food for up to 1 year by living on fat stored in its tail. So we can actually make a text-to-text connection with our Gila monster. What else lives on stored fat? What did we learn about last week that also lives on stored fat? Black bears. Black bears also live on stored fat. Ooh, now it's noon. Shadows grow short in the midday sun. Heat bakes the desert floor. Coo, coo, calls a roadrunner. It races after a small lizard and catches it in its bill. The roadrunner runs back to its nest to feed its young. A desert tortoise searches for flowers, leaves, and grasses. Its tough shell helps it keep cool. So its shell keeps it cool. Interesting, huh? The tortoise breaks off plants with its mouth and chews them. When the tortoise is done eating, it goes back to its cool burrow. Here's another caption right here, a text feature. A desert tortoise gets almost all its water it needs from food. It can live without drinking for up to 1 year. whole year without drinking water. Oh my goodness, that's making me thirsty thinking about that. Now it's 3 p.m. So sometime after lunch is when we'll be going home from school. By afternoon, the desert is very hot. Oh my goodness. Spring, please spring. Most animals stay out of the sun, but the antelope ground squirrel does not seem to mind. It scampers across the desert floor, gathering seeds, fruit, and insects. Its tail shades its body like an umbrella, so it uses its tail like an umbrella. The squirrel keeps watch for snakes and other predators. A red-tailed hawk circled in the sky. It is looking for something to eat. The squirrel sees the hawk and dashes to safety inside its burrow. So here we go, another text feature of caption. Antelope ground squirrels often climb barrel cacti to eat the fruit. No one knows how they keep from getting stuck by the cacti's sharp spines. Sorry, guys. Now it's 6 p.m., so it's time we about eat dinner. Daylight fades and the desert air cools quickly. Nighttime animals come out to hunt and feed. So they like to come out, so sometimes they eat and feed at night. Peccaries grunt to one another as they search for roots, fruit, and seeds. They use their noses like shovels to dig up cactus roots and other plants. Here's another caption, a text feature. Peccaries are also called javelinas. They live in groups, sometimes of more than 20 animals. A prickly pear cactus hides the entrance to a pack rat den. Its sharp thorns help protect the pack rats from predators. Its fruit, when ripe, is a good source of food. Pack rats collect seeds, leaves, cactus pads, and spines and store them in their den. So what other animal has a den? Black bears. Black bears also have den. That's what they call them. It's a long book. Stars twinkle in the clear desert sky. A ringtail climbs a cactus looking for ripe fruit. Mice come out of their holes to collect seeds. A rattlesnake slips out from under the rock and gets ready to hunt. It can feel the ground vibrate when the mice move. Hoo, hoo, calls an owl. It searches on silent wings for rats, mice, and other small animals. It catches them with its sharp talons. The owl carries its prey back to its nest. And here's another text feature. A rattlesnake injects venom into its prey through hollow pointed teeth called fangs. The cool midnight air is full of life. Bats swoop in the dark sky. Some chase tiny insects. Others drink nectar from cactus flowers. So why do you think so many animals come out at night to find food? Is the sun out at night? No. It is cooler in the desert at night than it is in the daytime. So without the sun, it's a lot cooler to go search for food. Aroo, aroo, howls a coyote. All night long it hunts for food. It will eat insects, lizards, mice, fruit, or whatever it can find. When the coyote finds a waterhole, it stops for a drink. Scorpions and tarantulas crawl nearby looking for spiders and insects to eat. So here's another caption. You can't see it very well, but it's right here. A water hole in the desert is called an oasis. "3 a.m. So early in the morning. All through the night, desert animals are busy looking for food. A kangaroo rat finds some seeds and stuffs them into pouches in its cheeks. It will store the seeds in its burrow. A kit fox looks and listens for rats and mice. Its large ears can hear their tiny high-pitched sounds. The kit fox sees a kangaroo rat and pounces. But just in time, the kangaroo rat leaps away to safety. Okay, here we go. So, what time do you think it is now? If you look up at the top, what time do you think it is now? Is it still at night, or are we now in the daytime? In the daytime, so it is 6 a.m. That's when we started with last time. When we first started reading our book, it started out at 6 a.m. So here goes 6 a.m. The sky grows light and the sun peeks over the horizon. Nighttime animals settle down for the day. Owls return to their nests, the kit fox goes to its burrow, and the peccaries curl up for a nap. It's time for daytime animals to wake up and start a new day. Lizards warm themselves, jackrabbits find leaves to nibble, and birds collect food for their young. Every day and every night, animals find food, water, and safe places to rest in the desert. It provides them with everything they need. All right, so here are some other text features. So it tells us what is a desert. Here's a map of where you can find deserts. I'm not going to read this right now, but here's a map all about deserts. So this is a text feature. Maps are a text feature, an informational text. Here are some fun facts. I'll read one or two. So desert tortoises dig shallow holes in the ground. When it rains, the holes fill with water for tortoises to drink. So they kind of create their own cups. All right, and here's our glossary. Remember, our glossary is where we find words we don't know. So if I were to think about, habitat. We know what habitat is, but I'm going to read the definition. The natural home or environment of an animal, plant, or other living thing. Okay? And last but not least, our index. So I'm trying to find a certain word, then I can go to my index, find the word. Let's see, I want to know more about mice. I can find it on page 12, 13, 15, and 17. All right, so let's talk about our book and what the central idea is of our book. So our central idea is that animals in the desert are busy during the day and they're busy at night. So in the desert, it is super busy in the day and super busy at night. Super cool book. All right, we're going to think about this book today and tomorrow. Okie dokie. All right, guys, that is it for reading. Go ahead and head to writing.